Okay, so I'm going to give it a couple of minutes before I show you the car. Obviously going to do this outside. It's pretty horrible outside, so yeah, that's not great. It's windy and rainy here in the retail park in Drogheda. Turn on my lights. In fact, actually, no, I'll leave some of my lights on so we get a much better view there. I have no idea how many are watching. Could be absolutely nobody. But we'll see how this goes anyway. So with the time at roughly 8 o'clock, it's almost time then to go live here. I'll actually just come out of here just for... Oh, I knew it would make noises. I'll just come out here. Just to show you how horrendous that weather is. Not very nice at all, is it? Look at that. Ugh. And as you can see there, under the lights, it is quite rainy as well. So, not great. Oh, there we go. Whoops. Here is me. The car is behind me. Thankfully, I haven't given that away just yet. There's a bit of a double chin going on there. There we go. I will blame that on the angle of the camera, of course. So, yeah. It's really, really horrendous, this weather. Not very nice at all, so I'm not going to keep this on for too long because I'm now getting blasted with rain. But I did want to do a live video, which of course then will just go live as a video after this. So I think I'm just going to get it underway right now, okay? Are we ready? 3, 2, 1. The new shitter is the infamous Bray Renault Clio. Look at that bad boy. Oh, how terrible is this? It really is the shonkiest car I've ever owned. Look at the state of it. I'll do a very, very quick run round of the body. Wing mirror is gaffer taped on. We're missing some trim down here. We have no wheel trims, obviously, as you can see. We're missing some trim in there as well. That's held on with gaffer tape. Has been for quite a while. Oh, we're getting blasted here with the rain. Huge dent in the rear window. Funky multi rear arm for the wiper. Let's hide behind here so you don't get rained on. This side looks a little bit more presentable, but still not great. As you can see, I do apologise for the shaky camera, etc, etc. It's just the rain. So let's get inside. Rain and wind. Oh, thankfully, some dryness. So here she is then on the inside. You've got that wonderful Brutalist early Clio, although this is a late Mark 1 Brutalist dashboard. Apologies for all the rubbish on the seats. We've got a pile of old NCT certificates there. And some Supermax that have just eaten. Yeah, interior lights aren't great. You've got to like kind of hold your finger on it or it just goes off. We'll have to clean that out. Maybe it's a loose, dodgy connection. We'll keep that on though, just so we get a bit more light in here. Yeah, so a bit of history. This car was somebody attempted to break into the car during lockdown, I think in 2020 at some stage during one of the COVID lockdowns. So they tried to hotwire it, although it's refreshingly, you can't see, of course, refreshingly clear down here. And, oh, I can see Ratty Rex on YouTube, of course, because this is where we are. No sunroof, thankfully. So I haven't got any of those infamous immobiliser, damp, dodgy electrical issues up here, thankfully, because we have no sunroof, which is great. There are, though, a lot of other issues with the car. The indicators are... I don't think they're going to work for me right now because they're only working... sometimes... They work whenever they want to. So I'm concerned that could be... There's obviously some kind of electrical issue. But yeah, look, it doesn't even make the ticking noise. Absolutely nothing. Let me just make sure the ignition's on, which it is. And the same with the hazards, nothing. Rest of the lights all seem to work, etc, etc. That one's for the... Yeah, that one doesn't seem to. But anyway, small issue, might work when I flick the engine on. 5-speed manual box. Yeah, when it was broken into, the head of the radio was nicked. Not the whole thing, just the head. But of course, that's all you need to nick for it not to work. So that's a little bit annoying. Wonderful late 90s fabric design. At the back of the car as well is really, really clean. Looks like it's never been sat on. So... Yeah, another thing is it's got, and apparently these are infamous with old Clios, the interior plastics are rather brittle, so as you can see in the middle there, it's cracked. which means when you go to try and open the door, it pulls it away. So you've got to try and force it in and then open it. And this one's on its way out as well. That's all cracked there too, so that's not great. Airbag warning light is on, so that's going to need fixing or a fuse removed. We'll see what happens with that one. And as well, it's going to blow on the exhaust, so that's going to need fixing too. It's got an NCT retest on the 11th of November. Doubt I'm going to have it ready for that. So I might just leave this over the winter if I can't get that indicator issue fixed. Might just leave it and then maybe get it retested in the new year. Of course, it'll need a full retest at that stage, but what can you do? So that's pretty much it for the new car reveal. The weather outside really is horrendous, I'm afraid. So I'm not going to get back out because it's so bad. But I will do a much better and much fuller video on it tomorrow. But yeah, let me just get out just for 2 seconds, just so at least I can show you the outside of it again. In the wind and the rain. This is the new car. So there we go. Really looking forward to seeing how this one goes. I've known of this car for quite a while, since 2017 when I first saw it in Bray when I was out there one day. Popped a note on it this February, and its elderly owner, Florence, lovely lady, rang me last week and offered it to me. So 200 quid bought me this. Scrap value pretty much. And we couldn't possibly let this iconic little thing go to the scrapyard, could we? So there we are. Anyway, I am going to drive it home and get cracking on the issues over the next week or two. So that's all then. See you later.